Hi, holidays coming up soon. You'll learn how to make the 5 best summer crafts. And the first truly amazing craft, friends, is a paper kite. This kite is called Monk. It flies extremely well, exceptionally high, and it's made incredibly quickly. The kite is made very easily. This is my favorite craft. I had one when I was a kid. For this, you'll need a square piece of paper. Here it is already folded. We have it folded diagonally. We take it and we fold this edge down along the crease line. 1. On this side, we do the same thing with you. 1. On this side, we do the same thing with you. We fold this edge in here. This is what we got. And here I turn the ends a little to the sides. Angle. And this tip goes the other way slightly. That's it, friends. Our kite is ready in just a few seconds, not even minutes. It's made very easily, and you can make it in many different colors. It flies really well. And what we need next is to take some tape or glue or a piece of string. Here, on one side, right here at the top, this is where our kite is, and here we glue the string along this crease line and pinch it like this. On the other side, we do the same thing, gluing the string here. You can use tape or glue and then pinch it, and then you make your tail. The tail can be either made of thread or paper. Since this kite is very light, it needs a tail. Very small, short, and very easy to make. The advantage of this kite is that it's very easy to make and it flies pretty cool. Here you can see how I made it. The tail is made from regular knitting yarn. The second craft is the really famous paper bomb, which you can have a lot of fun with a friend on a hot summer day, and it absolutely won't harm you at all. You'll need a square piece of paper. Fold it in half. Then we fold it in half again. It's really easy to make this bomb. We take it and we unfold these inner edges like this. We make these little triangles. We flip it over. And on this side we also unfold it. You can use any kind of paper or A4 printing paper, or even from a notebook. What do you want to make? Here's what we have now. Now we take these corners and fold them over. Let me show you up close. We fold them up. And again, we're twisting it. On the other hand now, here's what we've got now. Now, we take it, we fold these side corners towards the center. Exactly on one side, on the other side, friend opposite the friend, so that they are like this. We flip it over and do the same on the other side, opposite each other, so that they are like this. And now these little edges are just simply free, so we fold them in into these corners. And we flip it over. And we will also fold one side from the back. We trim everything up. And the second side. Here's what we've got as a shape. Now we need to inflate it. Here we have a hole on one side. Here it is. We take it and blow into it now. In this product, we end up with this kind of cube. Here's one and here's the second one, into which we pour water through this hole. and it holds the water well. And then the throwable water balloon is ready. In the third video, you will learn how to make giant soap bubbles that are human-sized. To make these giant soap bubbles, we will need regular dish soap for hand washing only, not for dishwashers. Distilled water 1 liter. Glycerol and baking powder. You need 1 liter of water. Distilled. This is very important, so that the water is distilled. If you don't have distilled water, you can boil regular water. Well, let it sit. A disposable cup. It has about 100 grams in it? Yeah, it seems to be written down, but I'm still pouring it in there. Along the edge, at the bottom. A little less, a little more soap, it's not a big deal. And we need to mix all of this very well. How we mixed our soap very well. We take approximately 25 grams of glycerin and pour in about half of the jar, around 10-15 grams. And we mix all of this very well. By the way, friends, regarding the glycerin, we can just use all 25 grams. Baking powder, just the regular baking powder. And we pour about half a patch there. And we mix all of this and our liquid is ready. Let it sit for a bit so the foam settles. We take 2 sticks. Knitting needles, whatever we have, we take the yarn, preferably wool. It will absorb better this way. We double our solution and it's best to gently swirl it. And we don't tie this edge to the stick, very carefully and precisely. We split it into 2 and do it. This is how it works for us. Here's what the picture looks like. So friends, our mixture is ready. Our sticks are ready like this. We dip our sticks in there. We take it out and we end up with a ball like this. Now I'll show you again how wonderfully it puffs up. It's best to let our mixture steep for a while. Fourth video. In just a few minutes you can make a paper gun that will shoot the same paper pieces. We'll need some paper. First we start by making tubes out of paper. So I ended up with this tube and I wrapped it with tape so it wouldn't fall apart. We need to make the next tube a little smaller in diameter. For this I take a skewer, or you can use a pen or something handy, and I start twisting it from the corner like this. I twist it and then loosen it a bit so it becomes a little thicker because it's just too thin. And I also stick it with tape. Now we need to take our first tube and cut it at the edges. Well, for example, its length, we can make it a little shorter so that we end up with 2 tubes like this. And one was freely moving along the first one. We need to take the second tube, which is easily moving freely. Into it, we need to carefully bend a little and gently insert 2 rubber bands. Insert them and stick that bent edge very well. Using tape, carefully and securely. 2 rubber bands will actually give our gun some power. It will shoot very powerfully, and the tape will hold them tightly here. From another sheet of paper, we're going to make the handle. We take it and fold it lengthwise several times like this. The more times we fold it, the denser our handle will be. Now, we take our barrel, which is the thicker straw, without rubber bands. We fold this handle in half. Like this we cut. And here, from any edge that we like, we take this handle. This is how we twist it using Scotch tape. Slightly stepping back from the edge. One end, of course, we make longer. After that, we can cut it with scissors. We can shape our handle however we want. We take the straw. We insert this one with the rubber bands. Right here. And we lower this edge like this here. Like this. Our minigun is already ready. All we need to do now is make some bullets for it. They are also made from paper. We take it like this. We tightly wrap the paper. It's a pretty dense, hard ball, I would say. We shove it in here, into the barrel, our barrel. And now, when we release and press, it will shoot out. And yes, friends, if you want, we can make a little optical sight for our gun from the same tape and paper. Here's a small optical sight. You see, I have two of them because they are very effective. Fifth video, a children's parachute made from a plastic bag. We need to do it without boots. I have this kind of bag, about 30 by 30. It's best to use a strong nylon thread or a thick knitting yarn. I'm taking a Kinder Egg for weight and scissors. So I cut about 40 centimeters, roughly half a meter of rope. We thread it through our parachute. And at the edge, we make a knot. We compare the two edges. We make a knot, one knot, a second knot. We make a lot of knots so that there's a bit of a thickening here. Significant. We've done it. Here are our few knots. Now, we align them. They are near each other, and at a distance of about 10 centimeters, we make another knot here. So that when our bag opens up, it doesn't stay all stretched out like this, but rather behaves like this. We align our little bag like this upwards to make it even and use scissors on the corners. Well, literally by a centimeter. We cut our little bag on one side and then on the other so that we end up with small openings. The openings when our little bag unfolds so that our parachute opens better and descended more evenly. We've made the little holes, and now as a weight I'm using a Kinder Egg, just like on this parachute and on other parachutes, because it's convenient. It's a good capsule, and you can adjust the weight in this capsule. Here I take a regular small stone and we place our knot there. And we clip the Kinder Eggs. This way our knot will keep everything from falling out. Here it holds well like this. And our little parachute is already ready. You see how we ask for it? So we pull it through like this, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and wrap it around. And now we just take it and throw it. Guys, that's it. I told you briefly how to make this or that craft. Choose what you liked. I really like all of them because they are very simple. For those who didn't understand something, check the description. There's a link to each full video tutorial. Watch them and give them a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure to subscribe and also join our group on VK. For those who wanted more from this video, here's the link. Go to our playlist. There are a lot of different DIY projects there.